Casey's doing better.
Scratch's wake's double. He tricked us.
Leg's still there.
He almost
Okay.
got the clicker from me. The whole plan has gone out the window. How could we get this so wrong?
Textbook boondoggle.
You said it, Anderson. It's a shit show. So what's the plan?
I don't know. What are your thoughts?
The FBC usually handles stuff like this, right? Any thoughts?
Hold up. You brought a paranatural object in here without telling me and then almost handed it over to a hostile entity?
I didn't know if I could trust you. That was a mistake. So was believing Scratch. But it's not too late. I just need to understand more.
You got that right. Let's start acting like we're on the same side, yeah?
How's this light in the face treating you, huh? Enough of that sass from you.
The horror story's changing reality. It made it so my daughter died here, even though she's supposed to be back home in Virginia. Do you know if that's...
AWEs are localized distortions of reality. The area outside town might not be affected. Sometimes they expand, sometimes they fizzle out. If we can make sure it's the latter, your kid might be fine.
Okay. So, I mean, Logan might be all right.
The whole thing is a nightmare. I can't let my family be torn apart.
Having family isn't easy in this line of work. The late nights, travel, alternate realities threatening their existence. My ex-wife couldn't take it.
Karen, you're better off without her. I know I am.
Although I'm just thinking about it now, she was saying, like, as long as it doesn't expand out and stuff, and we know the presence and everything was in Watery, and that's where they say Saga's from, and that's where they say Logan drowned, so I don't know. Any other useful tidbits?
So tell me what I'm missing. The FBC must know something.
Good news, we have Bureau intel on all of this. Bad news, it's highly classified. Good news, consider yourself deputized into the Federal Bureau of Control. Here's a key to the cell where we keep the files.
Yes!
Happy reading.
Okay. Thanks. Go team.
Team FBC. Yeah, you're really going to need to get that amputated. I was serious. That leg's got to go.
You really don't remember Logan living in Virginia with me and David?
I remember you and David having problems. You needed a break. You and Logan moved to Watery and then Logan, well, that awful thing happened. After you came back to work, I thought you'd be the perfect partner for this case, if you were willing to return to the area.
Okay. That's enough.
All of that is not true.
The story is changing your memories.
I'm sure he'll believe it.
Remembering is fiction. Logan is alive. I'm not divorced. We never moved here. I remember the truth.
No. Wake or Scratch, whoever that was, said the story could be used to attack us. We all need to question what's real. With that said, how do we know the story isn't giving you false hope?
I can't convince them. I just need to change the story.
It was worth a try.
Scratch pretended to be Wake to trick us.
He almost won me over. I should have trusted my gut. I had a bad feeling about him when we found him at the lake. When that insane monster cloud came at me in the woods, I saw a face inside it. Wake's. I think he was always a monster. Always Scratch.
We can profile Scratch? Do we want to do that? That seems like a really bad idea, guys.
This is the kind of case my ex hated.
So we have a save here.
That's
We can
funny.
use the computer now.
Cases that might kill me were my ex's favorite.
Is there a shoebox? Did you guys put a shoebox in here anywhere for me? No? Okay. Let's... I'm not going to do the profiling just yet. Oh my gosh. There's a lot of emails. Do not microwave whole fish. I shouldn't have to say this. Yes, please. Descale. Debone. Don't just throw fish in the microwave, okay? It's disgusting. Mulligan owes me 20 bucks and refuses to pay it back. I suggest we dock his pay for that amount, plus interest, and add it directly into my paycheck. It's not a bad idea. Thornton doesn't remember I already paid him back by buying him lunch months ago. A whole fish. So don't listen to him. And definitely do not touch my pay or I'll swear to God I'll sue. You will swear to God that you will sue? Or you do swear to God? Gotta work on your grammar there, Mulligan. The front desk computer and admin email are not to be used for personal quarrels or other unofficial business. Remember to wash your coffee mugs. I missed the sync on Deerfest safety prep last time. Any updates? What's the latest on crowd control? Whoever put bayonets into the suggestion box was clearly kidding, right? Right? No, we weren't kidding about that, Barb. We all need bayonets. I understand that there's a need to keep the arrested folks under lock and key, but who the heck is the paranoid madman who decided we needed every other door in our facility to be geared with the latest high-tech top security nonsense? The stuff's not safe. One power outage and these locks aren't budging. I've warned you about this half a dozen times now. Don't blame me when you're locked in with no way out. Officer Cooper. Well, Officer Cooper he's right. Power went out and we got screwed. We've got more stuff to put on the board. Wake in the clicker. There we go. Fact versus fiction. We're going to talk about the life in Watery, right?
I know what is real and what isn't. A megalomaniac writer can't make me doubt that. I have more family than I even knew. And I need to protect them all.
Case closed.
Investigating the story's lies led me to a family I didn't know I had. Or was finding them part of the story too. Maybe it doesn't matter.
You know, I forgot to mention this before, but let's just have a moment for Yako, huh? He really got absolutely annihilated. We should go visit. And just, you know, say a little something. The FBC brought powerful light arrays to subdue the Taken.
The dark presence is
Bingo.
vulnerable against bright light.
Oh my god, you just figured that out?
Makes sense.
It's a bright one. But okay, let's profile Wake. Cat barged in. His brother is standing outside with him if we want to talk about poor Yako.
I assumed Wake escaped the dark place. Is it possible he's still there?
The big apple in an ocean of darkness. Gone diving. Note from my editor. You're using the wrong tense. Trapped in a loop. My friends will meet him when I'm gone.
Wake is still trapped in the dark place. Maybe he always was.
Mm-hmm. He looks a little bit like Jake Gyllenhaal. Just a little bit. Just saying.
Scratch was pretending to be Wake, manipulating me. What does he want from me? No, I'm in control here. It's my mind place. He's powerful. Too powerful. Just his presence here makes me feel sick. Like a wave of terror through my head. I feel his single-minded drive to get the clicker.
That's creepy. Go to the case board. We got one more thing to put up here. Wake in the clicker. Still trapped.
Wake is trapped in the dark place. He's been reaching out, communicating with me in the overlaps.
How to rescue him? That is a good question. Okay, we got the key to the FBC room too here. Okay, we got a page about the sheriff's station being attacked. We were present for that, so. Nothing else. FBC notes. There's gonna be a lot here, aren't
The
there?
cult didn't trust Wake. Or is it Scratch?
A transcript of interview with suspect Alan Wake, suspected para-utilitarian. This was Estevez. Mr. Wake, you have been taken into FBC custody and will receive an in-depth interrogation at a later date, but for now I need to ask if there is anything you can tell us regarding the incident at the hotel. Anything we may need to know. There is a force here you don't understand, a presence. It's after me, it wants to consume everything. Yes, you mentioned this dark presence before. Why does it want you? It feeds on artists, on the art they create. It wants me because of my writing. But it can be any art form, any artistic expression, music, painting, film, photography. It can feed on any of it, all of it. You have to believe me. We are well aware of this entity, Mr. Wake. We've been tracking the situation here for a long time now. You yourself have been on our radar for over a decade. I'm sure those nuts in the research department are just gonna love checking you out. Hey, make a note to redact that before submission. Let's get back on track. You mentioned a light switch earlier. Where is it now? I don't know, but I need it. I can't end this without it. Will you help me get it? Mr. Wake, you are in custody, pending charges for breaching of numerous federal violation codes. We are not going to give you a suspected paranatural object. I'm not going to beep it out, but you are not listening to me. I didn't make the beep any quieter, so I won't blow your eardrums. We are listening just fine. Now, do you have any accomplices? You. Let me out of here. It's coming for me. We're all in danger. Interview was terminated due to subject being uncooperative. I think that's a lot quieter than the beep. the party favor.
Wake isn't the first person the dark presence disguised itself
I remember I had
as.
that on here. I love that one. Report supplement, The Shadow. Through extensive interviews with witnesses of AWE 35, additional details regarding The Shadow have been discovered. Redacted. Oh no, there's redactions. Uh-oh. All right. Bill and Carol, both present during the AWE, reported seeing a woman named Barbara Jagger in Bright Falls at the time. Jagger is a former actress and Bright Falls resident who emigrated with the filmmaker Thomas Zane from Finland and was reported to have drowned in Cauldron Lake during a explosive diarrhea, AWE, in 1970. Research staff have concluded that Jagger's appearance is likely a case of the shadow manifesting in human form. Research is ongoing as to the nature of the connection between the shadow and the psychophysical signatures available for it to mimic. Current hypotheses are the shadow can only manifest as artists or individuals tangentially involved in the creation of art who have operated within a certain physical range of Cauldron Lake, or the shadow can manifest as any individual contained, definition needed, within Cauldron Lake. Research is actively ongoing. See file blah 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 for report. I don't know if I got those redactions right. That was an ongoing thing we didn't control. We had a lot of fun with that. Uh-oh, there's more redactions.
The lake
Oh
is
no.
a gateway to the dark place.
Deployment order, urgent. Situation at approx 1900 hours on 13 Sep 2023. I don't know why I'm reading it like that. Readings from a remote surveillance unit monitoring station Cauldron Lake, a known threshold to what researchers theorize is the origin of dimension of A040, the shadow, past acceptable limits. Attempts to contact FBC Research Facility WA03, codenamed the Lake House, were unsuccessful. On-site event verification is not possible. Response procedures are initiated with immediate effect. Lead agent K. Estevez, that's Kieran, will mobilize investigation unit Beta from the remote organization site at Poughkeepsie. All available shadow-specific equipment, Lot 411B, has been approved for use in the field. Objectives: to confirm an active event. If an active AWE is occurring, the dispatch team will identify its nature and severity, limit exposure, and attempt to contain and neutralize the source. If no event is active, check monitoring equipment, perform a limited profile sweep of the area, and check status of the lake house and its staff. Additional information. Relevant operatives in the area include the Cult of the Tree, my 2 cats, and Alan Wake, currently missing.
What the hell is a para-utilitarian?
Item classification request number 194F. Summary of findings. Description: para-utility. Based on reports, the item is a light switch from a lamp cord, with part of the severed cord still attached. Eyewitness accounts suggest that the item possesses the ability to alter reality, the changes being based on whether or not the holder is a smooth brain or not, when used by a capable para-utilitarian. Yeah, so are they a para-utilitarian or a smooth brain? Parsing this item's effect from that of the Cauldron Lake threshold responsible for recurring AWEs in the area is difficult, because the only reported uses of this item have occurred near this threshold. Without more data, we cannot confirm if the item intensifies the effect of the threshold or vice versa, or if there's no connection whatsoever. Recorded material from Dr. Hartman after becoming a jackass have revealed that Alan Wake eliminated Barbara Jagger, likely a physical manifestation of a clown, by inserting the light switch into its chest and flicking the switch. That's what the kids call it these days. The item is confirmed to have been used in 2010 to turn fictional writing into reality. See file AWE35. However, it is unclear what the restrictions and limitations of this effect are. Conclusion: the light switch is a possible OOP, but the team cannot conclusively classify the item based on secondhand accounts. Proper examination and testing is required in order to determine classification and precise effect of the item. I think I nailed those ones. Barbara's a clown. Hartman's a jackass. We got that one. All right. FBC file on Cauldron Lake, threshold to another reality. Where's that one? I suppose, yeah, how to rescue him. Because, yeah, Cauldron Lake, the threshold. Okay. The dark presence assumed the... Wait, where are we going to put that? Okay.
I need to know what information.
Oh, that
I
makes sense, because, yeah, then it's... The dark presence assumed can steal people's identities. FBC file on capabilities of light switch object, the clicker. Is it still useful? Will it blend? More stuff to the story. FBC file on the clicker and its paranatural qualities. The clicker.
The clicker amplifies any changes to reality suggested by a piece of art. Makes them permanent.
Dark presence feeds on artists and the art they produce. Couple more, still a lot more for later. Okay. We have some profiling. We have manuscript page we picked up.
Agent Young held his clipboard up to the light. The equipment was all accounted for. He ticked the boxes, satisfied. A noise on the other side of the back lot made him pause. He peered into the darkness. Nothing. Shrugging, he signed and dated the form. Estevez wanted everything ready, just in case. Young appreciated a cautious leader. Estevez had held it together even after the oldest house had gone dark. Young began to head inside. The local sheriff's station was a tight fit, but at least they had a coffee machine. Young felt optimistic. They even had the para-utilitarian in custody already. Another clatter behind him. Closer this time. He turned, hand on his holster. He called out to the darkness.
This station has been seized by the Federal Bureau of Control. You're not authorized to be here.
Suddenly, the lights flickered, went off. Young couldn't see a thing. Then from inside the station, the screams began.
Young is a goner. He did not last to be old. He died young. He died too soon. Also, I'm out of coffee. So I couldn't drink any in that mention of coffee, but that's okay. Tor? We can profile Tor for what? Trusting Wake?
Wake told me the clicker would fix this. But Wake was actually Scratch. How can I trust anything he said?
The artist must conclude his work. He rides a storm on your piece. Wake up and smell the danger. We told you already, kiddo. What Tom said about the light switch is true. Don't let the story confuse you. You need him to write the ending you want. The clicker can make that ending come true.
But we don't have Wake. Everything we knew about the clicker was true. He wasn't lying.
Okay. We're good here. We got everything. All the clues, everything here is done. There's no Scratch back here, right? Can you turn these lights back on? Why are these not on? Come on, fire these up. Stop running. Jesus. There's one more, right? Gotta be some more goodies around here somewhere. There it is. Oh yeah, painkillers. Hi there. What are you doing? What's with the swaying? Why are you being a freak? What's wrong with that guy? Sorry about that. I know he was your brother and all. He was pretty good in those commercials. But if you need somebody else, I could stand in. I'd love to be in those commercials. I love Coffee World. I love coffee. Beef jerky. I don't know what else. Long walks on the beach. Not at Cauldron Lake.
I'm sorry about your brother, Ilmo.
Jaakko was all heart. He always went along with my ideas, no matter how stupid they were. Always happy to help. I got carried away. I never think things through. It's my fault.
Yeah, I feel like we can't forget about how you're in a cult, ripping people's hearts out.
I realize it's a bad time. But I need you to tell me everything about the cult of the tree.
The cult is my craziest idea that ever worked. Look, what kind of a cult calls themselves a cult? Exactly. We protect water in Bright Falls. We're the good guys. A secret neighborhood watch. Well, that was the idea anyways. Look, we've always known about the horror inside the lake. When any Taken come out, we kill them.
You don't turn people into Taken. You kill the ones who already have.
Okay. Let's assume that I believe you. Nightingale was taken? I mean, makes sense. Makes sense. But, you know, what about Wendy? What did Wendy ever do other than make delicious beef jerky? You cut her heart out.
How long has the cult been around for?
Oh, since about
The folks
2010.
around here have always known about Cauldron Lake. Before us, it was the Torchbearers. And when I inherited the mission, I wanted to call it a cult. It was genius. Just the name did half the work. Made people too scared to go into the woods at night. Business 101. Fear is a great motivator.
Cheesy commercials are also a great motivator, too. So, you know, maybe the cult of the tree is not really that bad.
You were trying to kill Alan Wake. Why?
Nothing good has ever come out of Cauldron Lake. The nightmare that hit Bright Falls in 2010 was all because of his writing. And ever since then, pages of his stories are floating up from the lake, and monsters keep popping out. It's all him, Wake. And if we don't stop him, no one will.
Wake's evil doppelganger Scratch is the threat we're facing. Not Wake. And I will stop him.
I've never heard of anyone called Scratch.
Maybe Scratch is just somebody Wake made up to throw everybody off the scent. You know? Profiling? God, there's so much. The Koskelas. Let's see if he's knows anything else. Killing the Taken?
Ilmo
Why
said
cut
the
out the
cult
hearts?
Kills Taken.
What are we doing with them?
Is he telling the truth?
Cooking them up in a stew?
Plus deer masks, buy in bulk. We've got a floater, a Taken on the shore. Call the gang Jaakko. We are going hunting. Cult of the Tree. Keeping the town safe since 2013.
Ilmo is telling the truth about the cult. They really were fighting the Taken. We're on the same side.
She's quick to believe him.
If the cult is killing Taken, then why did Nightingale turn into one?
Private party, invitation only. Wrong time, wrong place. Time to go, Jaakko. A job half done isn't done at all.
Nightingale became a Taken because the Bookers interrupted their ritual.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. The Cult of the Tree. Almost never heard of Scratch. I love it when I guess it. Educated guess. Nightingale was already taken. Cult's ritual would have stopped him, but it was interrupted. This case is going to be closed soon. Why do we want to kill Wake? Well, protect the community. Cult found Wake's pages inside Taken and believed he was the cause. Obviously goes there. There's only one other place. Right? Wait, what? Oh, Cult goal, maybe? Deduction available. Case closed. But I got another deduction.
The Cult of the Tree is just the Koskela brothers' slightly misguided solution to the Taken problem.
Oh, there. Now it showed up. Oh, there's one more over here. Interesting. Okay. Case is closed, but we missed the slot. All right. This board is getting crazy. The town still needs you, so go get in the shower. Jump on in.
I'm gonna deal
Close
with the
it all.
situation, Ilmo. But the town will need protection until we sort this out. I could use your help.
Right. Right. I'll round up the gang. Whoever's left. We won't let these fucking monsters hurt any more of our people.
You're damn right.
We'll do my brother proud.
For Yako.
Thank you, Ilmo.
Respect. All right. We got the Cult of the Tree on our side now. All right, what else we got to do? Container down there. Oh, that was outside. Who cares? I care. We can leave no stone unturned. Get out of here, you freak. Wait, was it outside? Oh, it's... You are you glitching on me? Telling me that that container hasn't been... All right. Is that what you're doing to me, or is it in the corner here? It's a buggy map. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go see what this freak is doing around the corner. Ma'am, get back in your home. You there. The hell's your problem? What are you doing? You. Moose butts are over that way. Deer butts. I'm sure that picture is going to turn out great. Seriously, what are you doing? He's just seeing if we can get a glimpse of Mr. Scratch. Wow, it is rainy and dark. Things have gotten a little crazy here. I think we're all good here pretty much. I can't zoom out. This is driving me nuts. Let's look at the case board. Let's try and remember. I know we got to go to Watery, so. Nursery Rhyme and Coffee World at Watery. Bright Falls Nursery Rhyme. Lunchbox in Bright Falls as well. Lunchbox up at Cauldron Lake. So yeah, there's still some stuff left. We've gotten all of those. Cult stashes. Man, lot of places things could be. The Oh Dear Diner, the Palace Lodge. Do we have any keys or anything we can use to get in these places? So many keys. We've got the clicker. Use it. I don't think we do. I don't think we have any other places we can go. The hardware store is open, huh? Well, somebody forgot to turn the sign off. Okay, it is freakishly quiet in this town now. Diner, you know, this is hopping. There's some people there. What are you guys doing?
Don't like all this chaos right before
Oh
Deer
no.
Fest.
The balloons!
Maybe I should just stay here for the night and make sure no harm comes to my creation. I'm sure it'll be fine. What do you know? You're just an apprentice.
Jesus.
You have no idea.
Apologize to
the
him.
pressures a professional like me is under.
I'm sorry for his behavior. He was just trying to be nice. Be reassuring. It's all gonna be okay. Man, flew off the handle. There's a page laying here. The cult finds the clicker.
After getting his hands on the FBC files, Ilmo Koskinen knew what he was up against. He masterminded the cult, his and Yako's army, to fight the fucked up horror lurking under the lake, and a plan to keep those feds in their bunker by the lake in the dark. Outsiders would only screw things up. The Koskilas sabotaged the FBC's monitoring station and rigged it to alert them when something was brewing at the lake. One time months later, when the alarm rang, they drove to the lake again, ready for a fight. But this time, they didn't find any monsters. Something else washed ashore. The light switch. They'd read how Wake had stopped Jagger with it in the stolen files. From that point on, whenever the cult caught someone taken over by the Shadow, they cut out the monster's heart, pushed the switch into the hole, and flicked it.
I see. That makes sense. I think did we have one more? What was the one that we found in the station? Or maybe we did read that one. Yeah, I think we did. We're probably good. Okay. What is our objective? Ask Estevez about the clicker. Oh. God damn it. I thought I had exhausted everything there. I didn't even realize. Back to the police station. Go hunting for stuff first? Before I ask her about the clicker? Is that... no. Okay. Any point now we're forced to Alan? Okay. Let me do a big save here. Alright, before... is very close to Saga. To the point of no return? Okay. Well, thank you for letting me know that. I don't want to get to the point of no return and not have explored. Capture these last few things. I know where a couple things are. Well, we know Lighthouse. Maybe there's something in there. And then we know Nursery Rhyme at Coffee World. I wanted to say Clown World all of a sudden. I mean, Ilmo and Yako, they're kind of a couple of clowns, so. Oh, you get a prompt, but it'll still, okay. All right. It's weird. Some of the messages aren't coming through on my OBS. I'm seeing them out of the corner of my eye, and then they're not coming up over here. I think the ones missing in Bright Falls would be in the woods. I think you're right. I don't know if we can see it on the board. We probably can. I have more stuff to put on the board for the Cult of the Tree. Close it out. Woo! It's all cleared out. Okay. Lunch boxes. One in Bright Falls, one in Cauldron Lake, and then we're done there. And then we just have nursery rhymes. There's one in each area. And then, yeah, Bright Falls is in the Bunker Woods. So we found one at a campsite, we found one at the pier, and then we found one at the Ranger cabin. So there's just one more somewhere out in the woods. And then Watery. We figured that one's in the woods too, right? No, that one's at the Coffee World. Cauldron Lake. Witchfinder Station has 2. Streamside has 2. And the Cauldron Lake rental cabins have 1. Is that what I'm reading right there? Ranger cabin. River. Rental cabin. Near a bridge. Okay, we'll have to look at the map when we go back to figure that out. Let's figure out where they're exactly at.